Last day we have started the poem Dolphin. We have completed the first stanza. It's a poem that makes a valid statement, a straight and sharp statement against the human authority regarding human torment and torture to others, and how we modify the world according to our own wish. We are human, the best creation of God. But what we have done, we have altered this very sentiment. God has created us and we have created this world into a hell by making servant slavery of other animals. So here one kind of slavery is found. Slavery is not limited within the human, that human will make slavery of another human, but we make slavery of others. We make other slaves. So that we'll find out here. The dolphin is already in deep pain for being away from its natural habitat, the oceans or the sea. The dolphin is confined in a narrow, a very small and suffocating water park. Though the content is same, content is water, but there is huge difference. Just like living in house for long time during lockdown, what we suffered, the same thing is suffered by the dolphin throughout its life. Sometimes it's feel totally broken due to the follies it committed when it got caught by a fisherman. So first stanza got over. Here we have come to the second stanza, and we'll try to complete the second as well as the third stanza today. So here we go. Found no truth in this water. Here we refers to the dolphins. Have found, discovered no truth in this water. So let us see the meaning, the simplest meaning first, then we'll move to another part. In this water, here this water signifies the water park. So they used to live in water, and presently also they are living in water, but there is no satisfaction, there is no similarity, neither there is any point to rejoice. So they are finding no joy at all in this particular water park. No explanation tremble our flesh. No explanation means no sensation trembles, that touches or or creating a sense of feelings. So no explanation, there is no sensation that touches their flesh. They were severely attached to the seawater. They could feel the water touching their skin and creating a specific sensation in their heart. But in this particular pool, there is no such sensation. They don't find the pool a place of sensation, a place to rejoice, a place to be happy or to be played or to play with. So the differentiation is clearly done here. The poem is no more indirect in tone. Now the direct tone has arrived, and with each speech, with each line, the dolphin announces the problem, the sufferings that it suffers. We are blessed and now we are not blessed. We were blessed. When were they blessed? When they were in the sea or ocean. So when they were in the ocean or the sea, they were blessed. Obviously that was the bliss of God to be in their natural habitat. But presently they are not at all blessed. Instead, they are cursed now to be in such pathetic situation. So the past was blessing, the present is a pain. After traveling such space for days, we began to translate. After traveling, here traveling stands for swimming. Swim. Such space means such long distance. We began to translate. Here, translate means to get habituated or familiar with. They used to travel long distance where they were in the ocean or in the sea. They used to cover miles and miles, thousands of miles. But now in this pool, they are surrounded by a certain boundary, which is no more than 20 to 30 meters. So it's really painful on part of this dolphin to leave the natural habitat. So there was no boundary, they were not restricted, their freedom was not restricted, their fundamentals were well preserved in the ocean or in the sea. They used to travel long distance. And now they are translating themselves, they are converting themselves according to the situation in the pool. The situation in the pool is horrific. There is no freedom, there is no joy, there is no reason to rejoice. So they are translating themselves, they are converting themselves, they are just making themselves habituated to the surroundings, to the scenario in the park. It was the same space. It is the same space always. It was this is a separate line, kindly note, be aware of that one. In poetry, one line does not mean one sentence. Then the charm of the poetry is going to be missing. In story, what we have? We used to have specific format, but in poetry we don't have specific rule regarding one line means one sentence or one complete outburst or explanation of the sense. No, instead we have to be careful and search where the entire meaning comes from, or where the sense is presented in a complete form. So it was the same space. What was the sea and the sky? It was the same. Now here also they have water. It is means the water park. So this large aquarium or the water park or this pool, both are same, both consist of water and the sky above, but there is a definite problem. The same space always, and above it is the man. Obviously the space is same, just above there is sky, but there is man. Two meanings are there. This is a rhetorical use. One, you can say, when they were in the ocean, when they come out, when they jump out of the surface of the water, they could see the sky. But now when they jump out of the surface of the water, they could see the human presence. Further, we can make another meaning out of this. Above it is the man, that means they are directed by man. So one meaning that we have here, one meaning that is they can see men when they jump. Another meaning is that they are now instructed by men. So both the meanings are vital here. So in the second stanza also, it is nothing but the recurring of the first stanza. The theme is almost same. Only the writing is little bit of difference. So before they used to swim for miles, they used to enjoy each moment of their life, but they have no such facility now, and they are translating themselves, that means converting themselves according to the facilities available in the pool. Further, there is no truth in the water. They do not find their real self in the water. Neither they are getting very much emotional, sentimental with the water that surround them, but that they used to have in the ocean or in the sea. And further, there is sky above water. Here also there is sky above water, but the sky is not the same. The sky is not free. They are presently instructed and guided by the man, the master or the torturer. But previously it was different. So here we have completed the second stanza. We have two more stanzas left. This poem is very simple in tone, but such kind of poem, when you define or explain, it takes pages and pages. And there lies the success of this very poem. So it's a monologue, and we have completed second stanza. Thank you.